Hello, our loves. This is Joanne and Elizabeth from World's Cup of Joe, Awaken Your Soul. Today's topic is so perfect. It's exactly what so many of you have been asking for.
We knew it'd be the right fit for our Christmas in July sale. There's 3 days left in our special holiday store. That's right, everything in our holiday store is 33% off right now. So click on the link below if you just really looking for help. We want to give as many help as possible to so many beautiful souls that need it, because this journey is so freaking crazy, my loves. This journey is crazy, but my loves, it's also so freaking beautiful. And we love helping beautiful souls shift in their journey. And if you don't know where to start, or you don't know where to look for just starting to feel better because this journey is hard, or if your person's not reaching out, let's say your person has you blocked or your person's running from you. If you're not in communication, I would say start with our 30-day Twin Flame Detox program. That program, my loves, the 30-day Twin Flame Detox program is life-changing. It is life-changing. It will literally hold you, your hand, step by step in getting into this place of soul and releasing the addictive energy. So many beautiful souls work the detox and their person comes in even way before they finish the 30-day detox. So if you are lost and you are not in communication, that is where I would definitely start. If you are in communication and you're balancing your person, but there is this push and pull happening, or they come in and they come out and you're looping, or they come in and you just don't know what to do, I would say definitely do our ultimate balancing program, where you can balance each connection from the first text, the first date, the first intimate experience, all the way to correlating experience, where me and Elizabeth are both at. So welcome to all of you beautiful souls who's found us. This is your home for balanced energy, my dear. And we will continue to guide you in this cray-cray, beautiful journey. This question that we have here is so common for so many of you that are trying to balance this connection. And it's really, really hard to do that without getting back into this energetic space of soul, which is your twin flame. So why are we all here? Why did we bring you here? You guys know the drill. Me and Elizabeth, we want to share these truths with you. And when we get these cray-cray, like high vibration, we get this high vibrational messages that just come to us. We want to record them immediately for you guys, like no hesitation, because we want you to all shift through these messages. That's why so many beautiful souls who listen to us can manifest their twin flames just watching more than a couple videos. Their person just reaches out immediately. Why is that? It's because we're sharing truths immediately, instantly, and we're giving you the downloads that it requires to get you into this level of consciousness. A lot of times when we are helping beautiful souls and we hear their shifts, we try to record right away, because we want to emulate that same shift they've experienced in their connection and in their journey to all of you as well. So if we can duplicate it and share it with all of you, we will do that. And so the reason why we got you all here today is we got this question, and it's not just from one beautiful soul, but we get it from almost all of you. There is this place that keeps a lot of people looping in desire. And it's a really hard one. It's a hard one to loop at. It's seeing your person separate. It's being in the physical aspect of your connection, right? Because your person is your person is you. So they are like another level of this hit of drug that you've never had before. And your mind just wants it like all the time. And so your person is like your biggest drug of choice. And it's hard to shift out of it. It's hard to stop wanting your person. I told you guys, when I see a picture of my person, I can already feel them like they're next to me and it's just a freaking picture. That's why when I was helping all of you guys balance out of the addictive energy, my biggest feedback in the beginning right away was focus on the present moment. Look at your feet. If your person's not in front of you, don't focus on them. Focus on the moment that's unfolding in front of you. Because the more you focus on them, the more you're pushing your addictive energy to your person. So bring yourself back to the moment that's unfolding in front of you now. And that's why so many of beautiful souls who are stuck in desire is looping in it. It's like, well, how do I get out of being in a friends with benefits with my person? How do I get out of being intimate with my person? How do I get out of my person coming in with a lot of sexual energy with me? How do I get out of seeing my person like so amazing? Joanna, Elizabeth, you guys know, the ones who've heard us for a while, we know what you feel towards your person. We know what the mind does when you're near your person. Even just a simple text, a message, their car, all these like addictive energy elicits from within. And it's because no one has ever been as amazing as your person, because you're seeing a part of you, your energy, in another body. And so it's hard to release that desire. Putting the desire down between you and your person is like letting go of like your favorite dessert, right? Like, I really love cheesecake. So you're telling me I'm going to go to the Cheesecake Factory and I'm going to order everything else but cheesecake, right? That's what it feels
Joanne,
like.
you just gave me a download right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Talking about this topic. So desire comes in many forms, right? A lot of times we think of it as sexual desire, but that's not what desire is. Desire is a need, a want from your person. So desire comes when what you just said, Joanne, when you meet your person, it's really hard to scale back the desire that's incited within. And I want to share with you guys all this because you might be hearing the term desire and you might not know that it applies to you when it actually does apply to you. Because I would have said, I don't know if that really applies to me. So when I met my person, the desire within me towards him was I thought he could fix me. I used to tell him all the time, don't break me. You're the only one that can fix me. And I truly meant that. Like at the time, I truly meant, because I felt it with every ounce of my being, that he like almost like gave him like this savior like essence. But what I didn't understand was I was really tapping into this part of me that knew he was the one that was awakening me. But at the time it was like, you can save me or you can break me. And it's one of those two things. And so the desire within me was projecting to him that I needed him to save me. That was the desire. And so what I want to say to all of you guys is see what your desire is for your person, because really that's the stuff that needs to be worked on. And desire doesn't have to be sexual. So if you hear this thing of desire, this topic of desire, it doesn't have to be sexual to know that we still needed something from our person. The mind was seeking something from our person. And it was such a deep, desperate need. That's desire. A deep, desperate need is desire. And when you're feeling that way and you're feeling all this desire, however it's coming out, whether it's needing something from them for them to do something for you, or in a sexual energy, however it comes out, because mine was very fear-based energy that was coming out within me. Like I said, I thought I could be broken. I thought he needed to save me. That's you projecting, and that's your energy. And your person is a mirror. When we say mirror, they're mirroring our energy. So if we're in a very low vibrational mind energy, they're mirroring that back to us by pulling. Or if we're in a high vibrational soul energy, they're mirroring that back by coming into our space. They're always a reflection of our energy and what we're pushing out towards them. Go ahead, love.
Yeah. So with desire, there becomes this place where we can get stuck in seeing our person separate so much to where they are fulfilling all of our deepest desires, from them validating us, confirming our oneness, making us feel seen, making us feel whole, making us feel comforted, right? That's where that touch, that physical touch, the need for your person to confirm your oneness. And so we seek, we yearn, we find ourselves looking for our person when really we are asking to fill that within ourselves. All of those things, from the physical touch, from the need, from being validated, from confirming who we are, all of those things that we get from our person is already within us, all of it. And desire, especially sexual intimacy, it's really hard to get out of that. If you're listening to this video and you know what it feels like to be with your person intimately, like that is out of this world. You guys know, like you can just pull up our playlist and look for our video when we talk about sexual intimacy, and it's an out of body experience. It is like out of this world for sure. And so to pretend to pretend you didn't experience yourself in another body, to pretend that that didn't happen, and to raise your level of consciousness out of desire sounds like almost impossible. You're telling me to forget the most amazing experience I've ever had with my person and pretend that it wasn't amazing, right? To pretend that he isn't amazing, to pretend that he isn't someone that I've never experienced before. And now I have to keep raising that part of me and filling that seeking to him within myself. This is hard work. It's hard work to shift out of desire. So we had this call with really beautiful soul, and they were asking, well, when is it going to end? When is it going to stop? When am I going to stop wanting my person? When am I going to stop wanting to be intimate with them? When am I going to stop wanting my person and having this desire for them? And our answer is it's never going to stop. It's always going to be there, because you're always going to have the part of you that sees them separate, which is mine. What you can do, what you can shift out of, is your level of consciousness that sees your person separate. Because if you look at the scale of consciousness, desire is in the lower scale of consciousness. That is the energy that keeps your person away, the part of you that sees them separate. So the more and more you seek to your person to fulfill you physically, emotionally, you're seeing yourself, your person, in another body. You're looking to them to fulfill you on all the ways and things that you already are whole and complete. And so this beautiful soul that asks, like, when is it going to end? How is it going to stop? I've been doing this for a while. When am I ever going to stop doing this crazy dance with my person where I'll always want and desire them? And I can hear in this beautiful soul's voice that they are tired, right? They're tired of the push and pull. They're tired of being with their person and then their person pulling. They're tired of their person not seeing them the way that they want to be seen, or not interacting with them the way that they should be. And they think that they're going to shift out of desire naturally, right? Just going to happen on its own, right? If you're in the scale of consciousness of desire with your person, with your twin flame, that's something you have to keep surrendering. You have to keep shifting from. Your person isn't the body. Your person isn't the one that fulfills all of your desires externally. That is filled within through your wholeness of soul, through your surrendered state of releasing the mind and body of your person. Is you releasing the desire that you have for yourself, because you are what you seek. And can you share, love, what you shared with this person? You were like, because they asked, well, when is it going to stop? When is it going to end? Why did they come with all this desire energy towards me? I'm not doing this on purpose. And you said, like, really,
yeah, I was like, that's your energy. It's your energy. Whatever they're reflecting back to you is your energy. And I want you to think about this, guys. And this is where it's sort of twofold, the answer. When you say, why can't I get out of this sort of looping of this desire? Well, first of all, that's your energy. And if you're looking at them in terms of them coming to you with desire, then you're going to have to be the one that balances that energy out, because they're coming to you with what you're pushing to them. And this is where a lot of people get lost in the friends with benefits, because there's part of the mind that wants to just give in any way they can because the desire is so strong. And it's like, well, if I can at least have this part of my person, then that's enough. And then of course, after it happens, the mind's like, but I want more, I want more, I want more. But then they end up going in there looping in the desire. And how you stop that is by basically there's two ways. One, you can be at peace with the way things are playing out, the way they're currently, but the moment you're in mind about it, then you're not at peace with it. And that's when you're going to have to call yourself out and say, I need to stop the desire on my end. I need to cut whatever this is that's going on, because I really want my soul to bring me more. And if I'm falling into the trap of this is what I'm getting because this is my energy, then I need to say no more until I've balanced myself out enough that I can be at peace and in soul, and not judge or have expectations or preferences or be in mind after the fact.
Yeah, it's not forever, right? So for those who have our balancing program, we include intimacy in there to balance. It's not something we're saying you can't ever have. You can. It's just something that you're going to have to take in one sip at a time, right? Soul and steady wins the race. You're going to make sure that you're balanced enough to balance that part of you that gets activated with addictive energy as soon as the physical intimacy or the interactions happen. Because what happens is a lot of people overdose in their own energy. When Elizabeth said that's your energy, that is your energy. That crazy energy that your person's bringing out to you, you're going to need to balance that. Let me balance this more before I can interact with my person. And that's how some people can just loop and leak on just text. They'll say, well, why can't I see my person in person? Well, every time they text you, you get in addictive energy and you overdose on it, and that's all you're stuck in. Or
you listening, you beautiful soul that's listening, are asking the question, why can't I have more than this? Or then why can't I have more? Then whatever it is that you're getting is what you're looping on. So if you're saying, why can't I have more than just text messages? Then you're looping on the energy of the text messages that it's inciting. If you're saying, why can't I get more than just seeing them at work from afar? Well, then you're looping on that energy and you're not being able to balance that energy. If you're saying, well, why can't I just get more than seeing their profile on Facebook? Well, then you're looping on the energy that you're getting off Facebook. So whatever you're saying I want more of is what you're looping on. I that just came to me, and that is 100% the reality of this. So for example, if I was saying, why can't I get him to confirm, because what I wanted at the time was, why can't I have him confirm that we're exclusive? Well, that was what I needed to balance. Why can't I have him post pictures of me on Facebook? Well, that was what I was looping on. Why can't I know that I'm more important? That's the energy I was looping on. Those were the things that were keeping me in mind about our connection. So whatever it is that you're asking for more of is what you're not able to balance, because your soul will always bring you more when you're able to balance whatever it is that you're getting repeatedly.
Well, that's why when you close a leak, a new one comes up for you to balance more and then more and more and more. So that's why so many people loop, is because they're afraid to let go of the one thing they're getting. So if it's friends with benefits, well, I don't want to stop seeing my person. I don't want to take away this part that I get a little bit from them on, right? We even got a question from somebody that said, well, my person doesn't want any intimate experiences with me. They just want to be friends. While there's another that's saying, I just want to see my person one more time. I don't even care if we're intimate or friends. I just want to see them one more time. I miss them. I can't wait to be with them. While there's some that say, hey, we're intimate all the time, but why can't they commit with me? Why can't they stay with me? Why can't they choose me? And then there's those that they see their person and they're asking for labels. They're asking for a commitment. They're asking for more and more and more. And I would say, the more you balance what's coming up for you, the more your soul can bring you more. And that desire that you seek, I would say there's nothing anymore. I don't have any more desires for my person. I'm going within. I'm going within to find out why I still have desires, why I need them to do anything for me.
That's why, Joanne, when we're balanced, we don't need anything, right? We say it all the time. We need nothing, like literally nothing from our person. And that's why there's no desire anymore in that terms, because we don't need anything from them anymore.
Yeah. And that's why when you actually let go of the desire, when you release, you surrender, you start raising your level of consciousness. What happens when you release desire? Well, you get to a surrendered state. You start being neutral about your person. The energy of when your person is really in your space, like really in your space, where they start talking, moving in together, marriage, kids, it's when you don't give an F. It's when you are surrendered in the now, releasing, letting go. We have a video that I always refer to, and it's a beautiful soul that is surprised that their person really wants to like have babies with them and get married, finally talking about it. And it wasn't until she's like, I don't even care about this anymore, right? When is it love that your person decided to have a house with you? It was when you stopped asking. You stopped, stopped caring about it. When did your person start wanting to live in together again? When you stopped asking. When did your person want to be with you together, right? Again, as a couple, when you stop asking. It's when the mind stops seeking, desiring, needing what it should look like other than the moment now. And the more you're really, really good at this moment now, the more your soul brings you more, the more you can balance in the now, the more that you can shift out of that state that sees your person separate. And so many of you guys, there's comments that we'll get where it's like, well, if I can't desire them, then I don't want them. If I can't act on the emotions of it, then what's the point? I don't need them then, because I really want to feel into my emotions.
Say to that comment right there is, mind, you are not the emotions, right? And I say that with love. But when we are here to call out the mind. All of those things are not you. You are not the mind. You are not your thoughts. Because if you were your thoughts, you would know the next thought that's popping in your head at all times, and you don't. Yeah. Therefore, you are not your thoughts.
So you're not even the one that wants to hold on to the emotions, that wants to feel in emotions, that wants to ruminate. Because that was the comment that we had too, where it was like, well, you know, if I can't ruminate about them and feel into the emotions, then I don't want. Why would I want to feel that? I'd rather feel that because it makes me feel good. And what we're sharing with you is this connection is one of soul. It's pushing you in the direction of your soul. And what soul is the observer. The observer has no emotions. It's non-duality. There is no clinging of the past, of the good and bad. It's this here and now. And so the part of you that's saying, well, I want to be in mine. I want to stay in mine, and I want to be in emotions with everything that I'm having. So if not, then what's the point? of like being with this person if I can't be in emotions? And that is your person. Your person is you. So you wanting to be with your person, to be in emotions, is literally you wanting to stay in mind. And there's nothing wrong with emotions. It's just that this connection is allowing you to now shift out of emotions, to recognize you are not the emotions. You are not the one that seeks. You are not the one that needs. You are not the one that is emotional, that ruminates, that wants to keep the good and the bad in all experiences. Because you are all of the experiences. You are everything. There is nothing needed outside of you to be whole and complete. That's what this journey teaches. This journey teaches you to be whole and complete now without needing anything. It's literally want nothing, have everything, because you are everything. And so even if it sounds like, oh, it sounds really sad, I don't get to feel in my emotions, I'm looking at that and it's like, I don't want to be the freaking emotions, loves. I don't, because I've been in emotions my whole life, and now I can be conscious of the emotions. And I no longer have the emotions in my body. I used to feel everything emotionally, physically. And now the more aligned I am to soul because of this journey, the more I can be present with my emotions, the more I can be present with the part of me that seeks and needs and wants things to be a certain way. The more that you release your desire for your person, the more you can be neutral and be one with your person. Like, because they're not separate from you. And so the more you are aligning with the part of you that is you, you're one again. It's one or the other, right? Am I seeing them separate or am I them? So am I in separation consciousness or am I in unity consciousness? Unity consciousness doesn't see your person separate. Unity consciousness is being one with all, and that includes your person. And then seeing them separate, wanting to feel the emotions, all of the experiences of mind regarding your person puts you right back into separation consciousness. And so looping is just so much more exciting, right, love? It's like, well, why would I let go of this really exhilarating experience if I can just get stuck there? I'd rather have a little bit of the hits than not at all, because it's so much more boring to be present, so much more boring to be in this here and now, releasing the addictive energy and shifting out of desire to soul. And right after desire is anger. That's why getting into surrendered, you're like, I'm done with this. You guys don't know. Anybody who's ever shifted, ever, you've shifted. You've shifted so much that you energetically released and your person texted you or showed up and you ran into them at a gas station or, or a party. When you surrender, there's a part of you that lets go of your person physically. You get into this energetic state of like, I release, I let go, and I choose me. Bam. That is past desire, and that is now neutrality. I am now one with the part of me that is whole. You're no longer separate, my loves. You no longer see yourself separate because you are not separate. That's what this journey really truly shows you, is you are the universe. You are your person. You are literally everything. You are everything. You're so freaking powerful. You keep looking for them separate from you. When you are looking for you, you are literally looking for you. That's what you're looking for. And when your person comes in and confirms all of the amazing things that you are, that's what they're showing you, is that you are the universe. And the more you remember who you are as the universe, as soul, as the beer, as the conscious neutral observer, the one that is everything, not desire, not mind, not emotions. The more your person, the physical aspect of your soul, is brought in to confirm what you are. You are given your person as a tool to show you your alignment. It isn't to be confused on where you are. Like seeing your person separate, when you see them separate and you need them and you're looking to them, you're back into that separation state again. And then when you go within, you're realigning with the part of you that is everything. And every single one of you guys, when you start reaching that state of neutrality past desire, you turn into like a spiritual badass. You're like, I don't even know what I was looking for from them because I'm freaking everything that they are. I don't need them. Boom. That's when your person texts you. Boom. That's when you run into them. And that's how you know this connection is real. You're confirmed of this connection each time you shift and surrender and get back into your soul. So keep shifting, my love. You still have more work to do if you're seeing your person separate. You still have more inner work to do if desire is all that you're feeding yourself with. Feed yourself with soul. Feed yourself with presence. Feed yourself with the eternal love that you are. That's what helped me a lot, because desire to me is seeing my person separate, and I can get lost in him so freaking much. I will just, seriously, I'd get lost in him. Just the sight of him, the sniff of him, the very being of him. I get lost in that because that's my energy. It's intoxifying. And so the only way to balance this is to balance you. Balance you. How do I balance me? How do I balance my desire? How do I fill the part of me that feels empty? How do I fill the part of me that sees them separate? How do I become whole? How do I become one with everything that I am? How do I remember who I am as soul? And that's how you start shifting, my love. Man, this video is so deep. I think every one of our videos is my favorite. That's literally like our mantra in every video we make. Like, this is my favorite video. Every video. Since the new year, every single video we make, love, is my favorite. And we want you all to shift with us. In every single moment, you're finding more ways to shift in your soul. We hope that this channel can help bring you back to soul, to help you shift out of that separation consciousness, to help you get out of desire and into one of neutrality, which is soul. We love you guys so much. We hope you have an amazing day. Bye, love.
Bye, love.